Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, there have been some amazing additions in Nuclear Tech Mod in this past few months, like for example, all of the new machines. However, there are also a lot of new structures added, like the new factory, the massive industrial crane, satellite dish, and there are many others. So I'm gonna explore a few of them just briefly in this video, and then we'll see if we can repurpose any of these in a bigger video. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into this. Alright, so starting off with this plane, and looks like it has crashed, but not as hard as the spaceship, because the spaceship has a lot of dirt blocks which are missing due to the impact of the crash. This one, however, is like 1 or 2 blocks deep in the ground, and if we dig into the core, we are gonna get a lot of steel deco blocks, some of the tungsten blocks, and mainly some copper in the middle here. So if you dig this entire structure out, then it's gonna be a good source for steel, tungsten, and also copper. And this is the down spaceship that I was talking about. Look at the amount of missing blocks that it has, but it has been around for quite some time now. And there's this another broken up building. I don't really know if it's an office, bunker, what it is. However, it only has a single conserve crate in here, which when broken will give you a lot of food items. Among them will be canned ass. Yeah. So that's the broken up building. That's what I'm gonna call it. And now we come to the new and improved factory. Now I don't know if this is a super flat world, that is why all of these stone blocks are here. Aside from that, yeah, the factory is made up of brick blocks like it was before. However, the outer structure has changed completely. Also, I think it is much bigger compared to the other factory. It has the chimney that the old one did. However, this one is pretty big comparatively. Now, if we go in here, and it does have a door, that's why I said maybe Super Fat World did mess some of these structures up. Now, in the office, we have a bubble head along with a filing cabinet, the IBM computer, and then if we go in the main area of the factory, we get some slag blocks, steel walls, then on top we get some supply crates, and these one will provide us with grenades. And yeah, moving on ahead, looks like these machines, they are connected, and that's why there's some water leakage here. And finally, a broken down machine with some narrow gauges, and that's the end of it. After that, the entire structure is broken. We also have some explosive barrels, corroded barrels, and on the top here, oily coal ore, with some electronic components like the capacitor, bolts, aluminum, and steel plates. So that's that. You also get a lot of other smaller crates in this entire structure here, some lead blocks, tungsten, deco blocks, and that's basically for this area right here. Now in here we get some ammo in form of bullets and some mini 40 rockets, and this looks like the furnace area. It is completely filled with lava, and this lava is actually spilling out. So yeah, I think if it was in a normal world, this would have been spawned naturally. All of that, what you call it, the stone blocks would have been underground. So that's that. And the chest contains some blueprints, electronic components, stuff like that. So yeah, on the top, it looks something like this. As you can see, the roof is actually pretty well made and is not broken like the inside of the factory is. And just to see if there is nothing below here, I removed the cobblestone and the stone, and yeah, there actually is nothing. So this is just how it looks like in a super flat world. In a normal world, this is gonna be underground, I think. Then we come to the relay tower. At least that is what I'm gonna call it. It also kind of looks like a Tesla tower with all of the 6 massive copper coils that it has around here. However, we have some relay disk or the receiving disk on top of this tower. This one goes pretty high. It is roughly 111 blocks high, if I remember correctly. And yeah, as you reach the top, we have 3 disks facing in different directions. 2 of these are perpendicular to each other, and the third one is just diagonal. And these disks are made up of titanium blocks. So farming this entire structure is gonna give you the usual steel, as a lot of steel is used in it. Along with that, you are also gonna get out titanium, and then there are also beryllium blocks. But this tower, it looks pretty cool, so don't really destroy it if you can, that is. Due to all of the copper coils that surround it, just looks amazing. Now we come to a structure which is also as big as the tower, and this one is the industrial crane. Now it goes pretty high and has some weird spawning issues due to this super flat world. However, once again, this is made amazing. So this one actually has a door through using which you can enter inside the structure. And here on the first floor where we enter, you're not gonna find any crates or chest or anything like that. As we go up here, then we can actually get out of this structure. And here we are gonna find some supply crates, which will once again have the grenades, also a chest containing some loot. And be careful as there is a mine here, which will damage you in survival. Now this chest right here contains ammunition, so we have different types of bullets available. And if we climb higher, then here we are gonna reach the control room for this crane. Also, it has some beryllium blocks, the stone, some chest containing basic electronic items, and yeah, that's that. And if we move right here, then we come to the control room. We have a seat here along with two levers, which will represent the basically controlling stick of the crane. You can climb this up, or you can just use jetpack to go the entire height. And yeah, in general, this thing is pretty massive. It looks amazing. And I think if kept side by side a factory, it will kind of reach its roof, I think. Now, when I was moving to the next structure, then I found this village with a dud beside it. This is an opportunity to basically contribute something to the mod and make a new structure by myself. So there we go. I present to you a village with a crater. This is a new structure made by me, and should I say it looks pretty cool with all of the green flames and everything. So there we go. I have officially contributed something to the mod. Next up, we come to the satellite dish. Now, once again, it is just hovering in the sky looking absolutely funny. But the entire satellite dish, the main dish part, is made up of aluminum. So you can get a lot of aluminum out of this one as the structure is absolutely massive. Now there are stairs going around it which will take you to this room right here, and then if you climb up there we have some explosive barrels, diesel generators, cable, crate, energy storage block, but you can't go any higher than that. And finally, here's the plane which I was talking about in the beginning of the video. This one has a propeller on the front like this. However, it seems to have crashed hard as the entire wing section is diagonal. Same goes for the tail, and if you dig around this one through its core, then we get the same blocks we did with the previous plane. We get tungsten, steel, and copper. So yeah, that's the propeller plane that has crashed. Next up, we have the T-51B power armor. This one is replacing the T-45 power armor. Each component will have 1 million HE of power buffer, and should I say, it looks pretty cool. Just look at this. Now, it will give you resistances. You can read about them by pressing shift. You have the audio, visual, basic cues. As enemies are nearby, it will protect you from fall damage, stuff like that. And for Schrabidium Production, you can use the Purex machine now. It will use Schrabidic acid and solvent, but you can basically use medium enriched plutonium, medium enriched neptunium, which are obtained from a pressurized water reactor. And yeah, using this, you can directly extract Schrabidium from this fuel. Also, we have the assembly factory now, which looks amazing. Can do 4 recipes at a time though, and needs water in order to run. Now before I wrap this video up, I would like to apologize. I haven't been able to reply to any comments, and it has been months now. I haven't been online on Discord. I don't have time. That's the thing. Before I used to get roughly 4 hours every day, 3 to 4 hours to play Minecraft, make builds, stuff like that. These days I can rarely get a single hour from my free time to make builds. That is why all of the builds that you guys requested, they have been delayed. For example, the missile factory, nuclear power plant. That is why I haven't been able to make these builds in time, because I barely get time to play Minecraft in the first place. So yeah, that is why I would like to apologize. I know it is not an excuse, but I hope you guys understand. Aside from all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out and stay safe.